All right, so as you guys know, I have the best top, track top, NX, or whatever it is. It's the black diamond material. Anyways, that top leaks just about like every other Jeep top that you could pretty much get. Some don't really leak as bad, but been having issues of when it rains, it wants to leak in like up in here, over here. So right now I'm currently stripping all the carpet out, got the doors off, got the top completely off. Yeah, the seats are pretty much soaked. I'm gonna let this dry out in the sun today because it's not gonna be raining for a little bit. I take advantage of that. You guys can see down here, got some water, so I'm gonna pull these out with that drain. Shout out to the previous owner for leaving these drain plugs in because, you know, with some of the things that was left in the Jeep, I kind of would have expected for that to be common because a lot of people just leave these out, but I'm gonna gather all these up, put them in a safe spot so they don't get lost, let it all air out for this whole weekend. Always interesting to see what you can find, you know, when you're uncovering what the previous owner had before you. Looks like he was Chick-fil-A fan. Yeah, mint. I got a, let's see. That is really gross water. There's a quarter stuck under there. So found the dime too, got some money. Got a peanut. And then we got a fancy Crayola marker. Nice. So currently in the middle of installing the shock extensions. Just gonna go ahead and bolt it from the top because here pretty soon we're gonna be dripping this down. So we're gonna be replacing the, so we got some stock coil isolators right here we're gonna be throwing in because for right now we have a 3/4 inch coil spacer up top. We're gonna be taking those out and then putting these factory ones in. So hopefully it'll have a better, a little bit softer ride in the rear. right, so my friend on Instagram, Crimson_JKU, he was dripping his axle on the passenger side right here to try to fix his coil. But if you guys did not know, there is the e-brake lines, this line, and then this line with the hanger up here. You disconnect this for flex. But so I pulled this line off of the fuel pump up here because you can see that this line runs underneath the brake cable line. So you know, if you flex and drip these cables down, it's gonna rip off this plastic piece right here. So shout out to him for going through that little bit of struggle right there, so I can prevent that on mine. I'm just gonna run it up here above the e-brake line cables. That way it's out of the way. Connect it back, pop that in, and then connect the electrical back on top up here. And then when you take off that little hose I was telling you guys about, this is probably going to be a vent because it does smell like gas whenever you take it off. So be careful. I made sure that it snapped back in fully 100%, so it should be all good there. It's just kind of pushed up a little bit, has a little tension on it. So I might try to loosen up a zip tie right here from the factory. Taking a look back up here, obviously, you know, you have your filler neck for the gas tank where the gas comes in when you pump gas. So the e-brake lines are probably gonna need to go underneath that too, but I'll do that eventually. All right, so I went ahead and decided to take out the e-brake cables right here. Pretty self-explanatory. You just gotta pull these springs back, push this in, a couple little brackets, and pretty self-explanatory stuff. So we got both of those out. Went ahead and just decided, since I'm already down here, you're gonna go ahead and reroute those under the fuel neck right there, so we don't have any problems when we're flexing later. All right, so here are the e-brake cables. What I decided to do was just go ahead and pull them through the top there completely. And then as you guys can see right here, they're completely under the frame. So probably gonna zip tie up in that little hole right there just to kind of keep this up out of the drive shaft. But yeah, this is definitely gonna allow max flex, articulation, all that, with being at 4 inches or 4.5 inches of lift up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect these back to the axle and see where we're sitting. All right, we found a grade 8 nut right there. Some more peanuts. Not really sure what in the world this is. Looks like some napkins and receipts from a rat nest. That's nice. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna spray that out. It's pretty gross. So one thing about this Jeep when we got it, we noticed that the speakers did not sound good at all. They sounded busted. We know you can see a little bit of green right there. They have aftermarket speakers, obviously. These are Scosche. So we're pulling the rear ones out. They sound busted. They sound terrible. So I'm just gonna throw them away. Put some stock ones back in it. So we got some foam padding. Don't know if that's factory or not. Comment below if you guys know, but yep, it's just one step of erasing the previous owner.